Bruno Fernandes produced another shocking performance against a low-block team as Man United saved themselves from another embarrassing result, and calls to drop the midfielder are growing due to his lack involvement in linking play and constant losing of possession. Erik makes the difference in Manchester United's narrow win versus Omonia Nicosia, going off Manchester United's penchant for recruiting backup goalkeepers who have excelled against them. Francis Uzoho's chances of an Old Trafford transfer are auspicious. The only difference is Uzoho did not step off the pitch undefeated. For 93 minutes, he was until Scott McTominay rifled the ball in from close range. In the 90th minute, McTominay almost endangered spectators with a shot, and that was the cue for thousands to vent and exit. The days when United supporters stayed until the final kick belonged to yesteryear. Uzoho collapsed to the turf at full time and was hauled up by his manager Neil Lennon. The mentality of this United squad is still a work in progress, and laboring to 2 wins over the Cypriot League runners-up underlines that. McTominay's mentality is never lacking and his recovery was a swift one. 34 attempts, 13 corners, 12 saves, 1 stubborn custodian and 1 goal. Uzoho was blamed for Nigeria's failure to qualify for the World Cup, yet has salvaged his calendar year with a night to remember despite the belated blemish. Omonia Nicosia were deprived of their impressive goalkeeper Fabiano, yet Uzoho was as vigilant and busier, denying Marcus Rashford twice in the first half and grazing Casemiro's piledriver onto the crossbar. There were 2 saves inside the first 30 seconds of the second half. Tom Heaton and Martin Dubravka, spectators in the dugout, and Lee Grant were men possessed against United before they transferred to the club. Uzoho is a boyhood United fan and vowed he would die in goal against them. His goal certainly led a charmed life. In the 87th minute, Cristiano Ronaldo was impatiently demanding the ball's return and Erik scratched his goatee quizzically. Found the solution, though. Substitutes Christian Eriksen and Jadon Sancho created the opening for fellow substitute McTominay. The ignominy of 2 goalless home group games would have all but guaranteed United an additional knockout tie in February. Real Sociedad beat FC Sheriff and have taken maximum points, and it remains likely there will be something to play for in the return tie in San Sebastian on November 3rd. Omonia had the disadvantage of playing on Monday, losing to AEL. Their 5-3-2 formation was hardly watertight. United unleashed more efforts at goal than in Cyprus, yet there is something about insipid Thursday nights that drain the entitled of focus, and United's finishing was feckless. Winning the group has been incentivized as the runner-up has to endure a 2-legged tie against a team demoted from the Champions League. United are all but through, with only a point required at home to Sheriff in a fortnight. United's traveling supporters possibly hope they do finish second as Barcelona, Juventus, AC Milan, Ajax, Sporting Lisbon, Atletico Madrid or Sevilla could await. Shakhtar Donetsk has the appeal of a trip to Warsaw, the Ukrainian team's temporary residence. 2 free midweeks in February are particularly appealing to Ten Hag, with 2 Premier League fixtures already postponed and yet to be rearranged, with the King's coronation coinciding with a capital trip to West Ham. United were more penetrative with Sancho and Luke Shaw combining down the left, and Eriksen, benched for the first time all season, joined the cavalry in the 70th minute. Tyrell Malacia and Fred demonstrated why they have had seats reserved for them of late. Antony, guilty of botching a chance he converted on his debut, and at Goodison Park, regressed after a promising performance against Everton. F.K.'s sake, Lennon roared amid United's dominance. He was soon cursing at his own side's bluntness. United peppered the keeper's goal, rattled the woodwork, and with a goal apparently inevitable, the best chance of the first half fell to Omonia. Selfishly, Bruno disregarded the free Andronikos Kakuli, who was square. A stricter referee would have expelled Lisandro Martinez for his barge on Kakuli as he attempted to seize on Diogo Dalot's hospital pass. It was a careless night at both ends. The fixture was primarily enriched by the sight of 4,500 Cypriots in the away end, almost all of them bedecked in Omonia green. Lennon, synonymous with Celtic, will have appreciated that on his return to a stadium he last played at 14 years ago in the Champions League. The Ulsterman savored every second, recording a video on his phone with the stands empty prior to kick-off. Old Trafford was impressively vast for such a humdrum fixture, another reminder the Europa League would be better off scrapping the league element and reverting back to straight knockout ties. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's candor about potentially buying United was felt as thousands stood and clapped during a rendition of Stand Up If You Hate Glazers. Many sported this season's replica shirts and all had already lined the Glazers' wallets by stepping inside the stadium. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.